So hi everyone, welcome to today's class. Hi, online we have Franco, Valeria, and Eloise, Fo, and hi my Omri. So hi guys, welcome to today's class. We're going to be speaking today about our favorite places. So we're going to write and tell some information about why do we like the place that we like, the city. What makes it amazing? What makes it memorable? Why do we really have a great feeling when we think of this place? So we're going to write about it, but also look at some, where do we need to capitalize letters, which is really important in English. We need to put a capital letters. There are some rules, and we're going to learn that today. Then we're also going to be just talking about, a city and certain places again, but asking someone, is there a post office? Is there a bank? How do I find the shopping mall? So words like that. Okay, so let's get into our lessons. We are talking about our favorite places. And if you can see, we have here why I love Moscow. Okay, so someone has written about why they like Moscow. So we can see an image here. And we're going to read, I'll read, and then you can repeat after me to practice the pronunciation. So, for example, this is someone who wrote, Bella Podachuk, I think is her surname. So maybe she wrote this for a travel blog. Maybe she wrote it for her website. Maybe she wrote it on her Facebook page or her Instagram page. So she wants to share with people why she likes Moscow, which is a city in Russia. So let's read and see how she writes and how she uses adjectives and where she puts the full stop, where she starts a new sentence. Okay, so I'll read first and then you can repeat after me. So the title is Why I Love Moscow. My favorite place in Russia is Red Square in Moscow because there are interesting museums and art galleries. I also like other parts of Moscow. For example, Krasnaya Park is great. On Saturdays, in the summer, I meet friends there in the afternoon. We relax and play sport, and it's free. I also love the winter in Moscow. December is my favorite month because the snow is beautiful and we go ice skating. Okay, so Moscow, it shows us the name of her favorite city. Yes, she tells us it is Moscow. It's in the country Russia, but the city is called Moscow. So she's very clear exactly which city, but also the country, because maybe some people don't know where Moscow is. So it's nice to give the name of your city, or maybe it's a country town or village, but say which country it's in as well. Did she say what, places are good to visit? Yes, she said the parks, museum, art galleries. Yes, she gave us places. So remember what places are? Very different to a city. It's places. It's, places that we can go and see something. Maybe you go see a statue. Maybe you go, for a walk in a rainforest. That's a place. Maybe you go ice skating. Maybe you go horse riding. So it could be an activity. And she told us her favorite place. So what is her favorite time of the year to go? So which season? You know how we have 4 seasons, summer, autumn, spring, winter. Hers is winter. She likes to go in December when it's cold. It's winter because she likes ice skating and to see the snow. Places where she can meet friends. She gave us a good place. She said that if you go to the park, it's a great place to catch up with friends, meet up with friends. And did she give us her favorite cafes and restaurants? No, maybe she didn't want to talk about food. So you don't have to talk about everything, but you can add as much detail about a place as much as you can. So in her writing, she didn't tell us what great restaurants there were. Maybe because that wasn't her main thing. Good ways to travel around the city? No, she didn't tell us if it was convenient to take the bus, the tram, or maybe just to go by Uber. It's cheap to catch an Uber. So she didn't tell us how we can move in the city, which is fine, but I'm just showing you that, you can add so much more to your writing. So as I said, we were talking about our favorite place. And we're going to look at when do we need to have a capital letter. Okay, so when to use a capital letter is really important when we write. Not so much when we speak, obviously. It's, when we speak, you can't really see the grammar points. But the capital letter is when we write. So the first point is at the start of the sentence. The very first word must be a capital letter. And you can see I have here a capital A because that's the beginning of my sentence. The second rule is for the pronoun I. So that means anytime I say I, so for example, I live in Australia, I live close to the city. So anytime I say the word I need to make it capital. If we have names of people, we need to capitalize it. So if I say, I have my best friend is called Maria. Maria is a doctor. So I need to put a capital letter for her name, for anyone's name. I need to put a capital letter for cities. So if I'm talking about Adelaide, Bogota, whatever city, it must be a capital letter. And places. So if I'm talking about the state, the State Library of South Australia, because that's the name of the place, it needs to be a capital. If I'm talking about the museum, not just the noun, but if I have the name of it, the name of the place, then I need to put a capital letter. So maybe this one could be name of places. Is a little bit more, okay? Because I don't put it for words like park, bank, but only if I have the name of that park or the name of that bank. So for example, ANZ Bank. So because it's the name of the bank, you can see that there's a capital letter. Or for example, the Japanese Gardens or the Botanic. Because it's the name of the garden, because the name of a place, then it needs to be a capital letter. But if I was just to say, I like going to gardens, I like going to gardens or parks, then no, you don't need a capital letter because it's not the name of a park. It's just in general. It's the noun, just in general. The park, the church. I like going to church. That's not a capital because it's not the name of a particular church. But only if I say I like going to Trinity Church, because that's the name of the church. It's the name of one church, of a particular church. Then I need to capitalize the first name of it and the church. Okay, so that's an interesting rule there. Also, we have Countries. So we know when we say Australia, USA, Brazil, Colombia, Vietnam, we need to always capitalize those words. Nationalities. So remember, I am Australian, you're Brazilian. We need to capitalize those. And languages. So if you say, I enjoy learning English, it needs to be capital. You know, I speak Spanish. It must be a capital. It's a language. Streets. So if we have, you know, I live on McGill Road, these are the same. So if it's a street or road, really, even if it's an avenue, court, we have different types of names for roads, but if it's a road, street, you need to capitalize it. So for example, I live on, so if I'm writing a sentence like I live on, you know, McGill Road. So you could see I'm capitalizing both words. It's the name of a road. Okay? Or if I say, you know, meet me on Steph's terrace. Now, terrace is just a little bit different to a road, but they're the same idea. It's a terrace. It could be an avenue. Okay, it's the same thing, but I need to capitalize it. So even if this was road, doesn't matter. Okay, or parks. So again, names of the park. Square. You know, a square is like a meeting point where people meet. So we have, you know, we have Victoria Square. You would know that, Victoria Square. So for example, you know, I saw my friend at Victoria Square. So in this sentence, you can see I'm capitalizing the name of a square, Victoria Square, both the V and the S. It's the name of the square. Days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they need to be capitalized always. I think I remember in Spanish, you don't put a capital letter. Yeah, in Spanish, you don't put a capital letter for the days. No, yeah, but in English, yes. And the months, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, you must always capitalize them. So for example, I was born in July. Okay. In this sentence, July is the month and it needs to have a capital letter. And of course, anytime we write the word God. So for example, if I say, I believe in God. Okay, so in this sentence, anytime you write the word God, it must be a capital G. Okay, so that's some interesting rules when to use capital letters. Remember, it's in writing and it's very important. How about when not to use capital letters? Well, if you're talking about parts of the day, so remember, not capital letter. For example, if I say, you know, oh, I've got an appointment at midday, or, you know, I usually sleep at midnight, or, you know, in the morning, I've got lots and lots of things to do. I will see you tomorrow afternoon. Have a good night. Have a good night. So I don't need to capitalize these words. If I'm talking about seasons, summer, winter, spring, autumn, we don't need to capitalize these words. Okay, no capital letter. Okay, so let's have a look at a writing here. We're going to read it together. So there's an image. It looks like someone is surfing. It's a type of activity. They're surfing on the water at the beach. And I'm going to give you a few minutes. Read it and see where do you need to put a capital letter. Okay, so I've given you the rules. Now you need to correct this writing and put a capital letter. I'll give you a few minutes and we'll come back. Okay, so let's look at this example of a writing and see where we need to put a capital letter. So we know the rules now. Let's see if we got it correct. So the start of a sentence, we need a capital letter. So I need to make this I'm. Okay, it's the start of a couple of the sentence, and also it's using the pronoun I. It's just attached to the verb am, so we know there's two rules why this is a capital, because it's the start of a sentence and it's I. So I'm from Australia. We know Australia is a country. It must have a capital letter. And I, did you guys get that? It must be I love Sydney. Sydney is a city. We have to have a capital letter. Now, there's a new sentence here, so that must be a capital letter. There are over 4 million people here, but it's never crowded. Again, we can see a full stop. So this must be a capital letter. That's because there's a harbour with the famous Sydney Opera House. Now, this is a name of a place, so it all must be capital letters. So I'm going to put Sydney, also because Sydney is a city, but because this is a name of a place, all of it must be capital. Okay, Sydney Opera House, and there are beautiful beaches. So full stop, this must be a capital. On Saturdays, Saturday is a day of the week. Remember, we need to capitalize that. And we've got I again. Anytime we say I, so capital letter here, here, and here. On Saturdays, I go with my friends to Narrabee Beach. Now, this is a name of a place. It's a name of a beach.
No, it's no place.
No. If you just say, I like going to the beach, no. But if it's the name of the beach, then both yes. So in this case, because that's the name of the beach, Narrabee Beach, they both need to be capital. But a sentence like, I like going to the beach, I went to the beach on the weekends, no. Now, full stop. And I've got here it's the start of a sentence. So it's quiet and relaxed. Full stop. So we must put another capital here. In the evening, we go to the city center. Full stop. So this must be a capital. There are over 3,000 restaurants. Full stop. So this must be a capital. My favorite are Japanese and Lebanese. Now, Japanese and Lebanese are nationalities. So even if we're talking about people and, you know, this person is Colombian, but even if you say the food, oh, I like Colombian food, it must be capital.
Restaurants,
No, that's not the name of the place. It's a general city center. It's just a general, you know, it's not the name exactly of that city center. Okay, so we just did an exercise. We make sure that we know when to use a capital letter. That's the rules again. When to use a capital letter and when not to use a capital letter. Okay, so now you are going to write about your favorite city or town. So remember, a city can be like Adelaide. Okay, so you got to give some information about Adelaide. You know, if I was to write, I would say, you know, my favorite city is Adelaide because it has, you know, the hills in one side and the beach on the other side. And it's a quite small city, so it's easy to get around. It's a little bit expensive, but it's worth it because it really is a beautiful place to live in. It's quite clean. The air is fresh. The people are very friendly. And there's such great places to see, like Henley Beach, or you can go shopping in the mall, in Rundle Mall, or you can go, you know, to the wineries and enjoy wine, or you can just go to the amazing restaurants that we have. We have a lot of multicultural, you know, feel to the city because Australia is a multicultural country. So Adelaide really is a little beautiful city, not too busy, but really nice. So that's an example how I would talk about my favorite city. So I gave enough information, you know, I mentioned different places. I also, maybe I should say, you know, summertime is my favorite time. You know, but winter's also nice in Adelaide because it doesn't get too cold. There's not snow. So try and give as much detail of, you know, and also your feeling about it. You know, for me, I enjoy the summertime. So Adelaide is quite nice. It has beautiful beaches to go to. So it can be facts. Don't make it facts like Adelaide has 1.1 million people. I don't want to read facts like that. It's boring. I want to know your feelings. Why do you like this city? Not facts. You know, why is it interesting city for you? So it could be a city or it could be a town. A town is like a little living where people live outside of the city, or a village, you know, a village up in the mountains, whatever. Now, it doesn't have to be where you were born. It could be you visited there. Maybe, Edward, you went to Paris. You know, you could say Paris is my favorite city and talk about it. Okay, so I'm going to give you a few minutes. Upload it or send to me in the chat, and I will fix your English and we'll read them together. Okay, so 10 minutes to do the writing. I'll just give you an example from Santiago. So Santiago says, and he has an image here. Okay, so Santiago says, my favorite city is Adelaide in Australia because it is a place that is huge compared to my birth town. It is a relaxing and interesting city. There are many beaches which are beautiful, but unfortunately the sea is very cold. The rivers in the city are nice. Many areas are green with interesting native animals. For example, kangaroos, koalas, etc. Adelaide is, for me, a city that has it all. It is very beautiful. Okay, so that's an example from Santiago about Adelaide. Lewis wrote about Western Australia. So I'll just read this one. My favorite place in Australia is an island called Rottnest Island in Western Australia. This place has beautiful beaches, small mountains, many beautiful animals, and pink lagoons. The sea water is very clear. The native animals, which can only be found on this island, is the koaling. I cycled around the entire island, but you had to take a boat from the capital city, Perth, to the island. The boat journey took me 30 minutes and it took me 4 hours to cycle around the whole island. So I like that. Lewis is also telling us about what he did when he was on this island. So he visited it. He told us about the favorite thing of this place for him. Okay, so let's read yours in a moment. Okay, so remember we were writing about our favorite city or town. So these are, this is what Angeli has sent us. Very beautiful. It looks like it's just dawn. That's when the sun is just going down. At this time it's called dawn. And I can see a jetty and there's a beach. So Angeli says, it's a little bit short, your writing. My favorite, so we want to make sure we put the Australian spelling with O-U-R. So my favorite city in Australia is Adelaide, full stop. I like many green spaces and especially, yeah, so maybe I enjoy the many green spaces. That's right, the many like, it's just the garden spaces. I enjoy the many green spaces and especially its various beautiful beaches and the incredible sunsets that can be seen from them. Perfect. And where was this image taken? So one of my favorite beaches is, we can give a name of a beach.
Is Glenelg, teacher.
Okay, so I'll say one of my favorite beaches is Glenelg Beach. And why do you like it? So why do you like Glenelg Beach? Do you like it because it's very touristic? There's a lot of people there. There's always a good feeling, a lot of shops that you can visit, food. So why is Glenelg one of your favorite beaches?
Oh, I like Glenelg but yeah, is there are many restaurants
Yes.
and many events.
Ah, nice. And many events. Yes. Okay, so one of my favorite beaches is Glenelg Beach. Now we know it's the name of the beach, so we have to capitalize it. As, that means because, as it is so, there are, as there are many restaurants to choose from or to eat at, if you want, as there are many restaurants to eat at, and also the and also because there is always some event happening. So I like that. You're saying that there's always an event happening. Something is always happening. Maybe there's a music thing. Maybe there's I don't know. There's always something happening, an event. So I like that. Really good. So when you're writing, try to give as much, it was very general. You said, I like the beaches and the sunset and the green spaces. But then you have to start giving your experience. So show which place exactly and why. So what I added was really good. It went really well with your writing. Okay, so don't forget just a little bit more detail because you're telling someone. Imagine someone is reading a post. They want to know what's in Adelaide. So you're writing about your experience. So they want to read, details. So if you told them you like beaches, well, okay, which beach and why? What's nice about it? So this is good. Thank you for sharing. Okay, Fo. And Fo sends an image. I don't know. What is this image?
Harvard.
Cave? Cave? Yes, cave. Okay. Beautiful. Wow. I've never seen that's so beautiful. So let's read. Okay, so remember your name. You must have capital letters for people's name. So I'm Fo, and I might connect that sentence, and I'm from Vietnam. So Vietnam is one word, and it's one word, and we need to put a capital letter for countries or cities. So I'm Pho, and I'm from Vietnam. My favorite, so start of a sentence, my favorite place is, so good, we have capital letters for the name of a place, is Quang Binh. Good, is Quang Binh. This is also where I live. Okay, so my favorite place is Quang Binh, so which is also where I live. Quang Binh so we say has many famous touristic attractions, such as, so you could say there are many famous touristic attractions at Quang Binh. Such as, I like that. So he's starting to give examples. So such as now it looks like the name of a place. So I'm going to say such as the Paradise Cave. So it's a name of a place. So it all needs to be capital. Such as the Paradise Cave and again, a name of a place, the Pho Na Cave. If you come here, come explore. If you come here, come explore these beautiful, because we have to try and use our adjective, these beautiful, amazing caves where you can also row a boat inside. That is so beautiful. So you can go on a boat and row your boat in there. So that's beautiful. So Fo told us why he likes this place, and it's also where he lives. So he told us the names of 2 caves that you can go see, and he told us what you could do in there. And he gave us some, his feelings about it. It's beautiful. They're amazing. The experience, I might say, come explore these beautiful, amazing caves for an experience where you can also row a boat inside. That's beautiful. Very nice. Thank you for sharing. Okay, Edward, and this is an image. Very beautiful. I love how bright. It looks very fresh and greenery and bright and cable cars and very modern, stunning. Yeah. Okay. So let's see his grammar. Okay, so Edward says, my favorite. So again, make sure you know the Australian spelling. My favorite place is Florianopolis or Froipa in Brazil. So, okay, you have a true paradise in southern Brazil. Okay, yes, so that's fine. So my favorite place is, and he put the capital letters for names of place, a true paradise in southern Brazil. Good, so we know exactly the location. With its incredible beaches, good, so capital letters for the beaches, the names of it. It is, so with its incredible beaches, it is the perfect destination for sun and sea lovers. That's me. I don't know. So it could be a lot of people would love that. So good. I like that you're telling people that if you enjoy the sun and the sea, then this is the perfect destination. Moreover, this is good. He's adding more now. He's trying to say, and moreover, the city has a unique vibe with its blend of history, Azorean culture. I like that. So it's a type of people from a long time ago, and you can see their culture and lively nightlife. I like that. So it's got modern now. It's got the nightlife. It's the ideal place to relax, explore, and fall in love. Perfect. So really good writing, telling us why he likes it. And he told us a few places, not just the beach, but he said, it also has good history, this amazing culture, and the nightlife. So yeah, really good. Thank you for sharing. I think this was an old one. I'll just quickly check George's. So Adelaide is my favorite place because it has beautiful beaches and nature. The people here are friendly. The people here are friendly and gentle. We don't really say gentle. Gentle is more when someone is like soft. Like if someone touches you and you say, oh, their touch was very gentle. So I'll just say gentle. I think I won't say gentle. I'll just say friendly. The transport is punctual. Very formal words. I'm going to say the transport is always on time. Okay, always on time. That means it's never late. So the transport system is always on time, cheap, and convenient. Good. So he talked about how can you, it's good to get around. It's very convenient, cheap. I like to live in Adelaide. Yeah. So I hope because he already lives here. So I hope to keep living in Adelaide. Okay. So I changed it just a little bit because he's already here. So we need to say, I hope to keep living here forever, maybe. Okay, so I have one more here. This is an old one from Lewis. So again, make sure the word favorite, anytime you have a word that ends in an OR, such as like honor, you must put an O-U-R or favorite, O-U-R. So my favorite town is Barbosa Santander in Colombia because it has a lot of nature. That's good, but it's very short. It has a lot of nature. Okay. Maybe I could add to it because it's very, very short. So if you enjoy having experiences if you enjoy having experiences that away from, so if you enjoy having experiences that are away from the busy life, the busy lifestyle, then this place is perfect to get away. Maybe something like that. So if you need an experience that is away from the busy lifestyle, then this place is perfect to get away. Something like that. So you can add a little bit more. So even though he just talked about nature, but at least he said, you know, come here, you'll get away from the busy life and, you know, relax. Okay, anyone else from online? So I don't see Franco, your comment, Valeria, and Franco. Yes, yeah. I saw yours. Yes, good. Okay, sorry, yes, I do see Franco's now. Okay, so Franco said, I'll just check this one. And here's an image. Very nice. So some people are doing, it looks like scuba diving. Okay, and I think I can tell it looks like Glenelg. Maybe, yes. So Franco says, Glenelg, a coastal gem on the outskirts of Adelaide, has captivated me with its charm and diversity. I like that. So he's saying it's really just caught my eye. It's like I'm lost. When I come here, oh my God, I'm just so happy because it's captivated me, it's caught me. It's a way that we say in English, like how happy we are because something has captured us. It's charm. You know, it's very like beautiful to look at. And diversity, there's lots of things to see. Its expansive golden sand beach is a paradise. So good. It is a very long beach. So it's golden sand beach is a paradise for sun and sea lovers. There you go. Sun and sea lovers again. Gentle waves invite you to swim and relax, while the waterfront promenade offers panoramic views. Good. There's a lot of views that you could see. And it's like a wide, panoramic means very wide. Glenelg shows a laid back charm that makes you feel like you're on a permanent vacation. I like that. Vacation is more American. We say holiday. That makes you feel like you're on a permanent holiday. The sea breeze and friendly locals create a welcoming ambience. Good. So lots of reasons why he likes this place. And he's given one place, Glenelg, in Adelaide. And he's so much detail about the place. So thank you for sharing. Now I also we have Eloise. So I'll just fix it up here. Okay, so Eloise says, and we have an image. I'll show you the image first. Very beautiful, a little bit small, but we can tell, I think it's New York, Times Square. Yes, I haven't been yet. So my favorite city is New York. Now you can't put a comma when you have a subject as the next word. So it's not very common to put a comma. So again, favorite, make sure the Australian spelling. My favorite city is New York. Full stop. It has huge buildings overlooking the entire city. Full stop. So you have to make sure you're using your full stop. You know when to put a full stop because the next sentence is more information. So when you say one information, but then you add, try and put a full stop. So you could see the first sentence, it gives us one piece of information. My favorite city is New York. Next sentence, many buildings looking the city. Next sentence, the famous Statue of Liberty, vibrant nightlife, and also the incredible places to visit during the day, such as museum. That's not a sentence. Overlooking the entire city. You can say there is, or it is known for. So remember this way of saying it is known for the famous Statue of Liberty. That means everybody will know this. It's known for it. So when you think of New York, you always think of that Statue of Liberty, which is by the water. So it is known for the famous Statue of Liberty, its vibrant nightlife, and also incredible places to visit during the day, such as museums, Broadway theater, yep, and Central Park, exactly. So these are, everybody will know these. But my favorite, so again, this place is definitely Times Square. Good, it's a name of a square, like Victoria Square. And I like you said definitely, like you're very sure. This is definitely my favorite place. Times Square, amidst the many lights and shops. I like that. So around you, when you're in Times Square, you see so many shops and lights, and it looks crazy. Amongst is another word, similar. Amongst the many lights and shops, it is a place where many people visit every day. Good, but I want to give more your experience. One of my favorite places is definitely Times Square. Amidst the many lights and shops, it is a place where I feel, how do you feel when you're there? So even though you see lots of lights and shops, do you feel alive? Do you feel, what do you feel when you're there?
Very much people.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Which you like? Yep,
Yeah.
the very,
The lights.
yes, lively.
Yes. Culture.
Culture, yeah.
Very cultural.
Yes. Yeah. So amidst the many lights and shops, it is a place where I feel lively. Yeah. So that means that you feel like you have lots of, energy. You feel alive. Like I feel lively and a part of the diverse culture. So you like that you see so much culture there. Could you say that? That you like that you feel alive and you like that there's a lot of culture. So you feel like really a part of it.
I like many people.
Yes. So amidst the many lights and shops, it is a place where I feel lively among everyone, among the heavy crowd. You can say among the heavy crowd, because I know it's very busy. It's like saying, it's a heavy crowd. So crowd means lots of people, and heavy, it's a lot of people. So where I feel lively among the heavy crowd and a part of the diverse culture. Good. So I will send this to you. And as we did, we spoke about, so if you want to copy and paste it, it's in, I sent it back to you. Okay, so anyone else that I haven't checked that you've uploaded? Okay, so we're talking about when we're in a place, we want to ask people, what does this place have? Like, is there a church there? Is there a park? So we as tourists, as people who are new to a city, we need to ask other people for information about where to go for somewhere. And some of the ways that we do that is we say, is there a place around here or close by or nearby? Now, a place, you have to say what that place is. Is there a church nearby? Is there a museum around here? Is there a parkland around here? Is there a cinema? Okay, so that's one of the ways that we can ask someone, where is a place? So remember, not a city, where we are in a city, but we want to know about places in a city. Or you could say, where is, and then the place. So for example, where is the church? Where is Botanical Gardens? So you can even say the name of the place. Where is Glenelg? Do you know where, where Trinity Church is? So you can even say that. Or you can say, how do I get or go to the place? So for example, how do I get to the church? How do I get to the SeaWorld? To SeaWorld. How do I get to the sports center? How do I get to the hospital? Okay, so that's 3 ways that we can ask people how to go somewhere. So some examples, is there a park in the city? Okay, or is there a park around here, close by? Is there a Woolworths in the city? Okay, Coles, Woolworths, it's a shopping center where you get food. Is there a market? Is there markets in the city? Is there a zoo nearby? Is there an Italian restaurant around here? Where is the famous Oxford University? Or, if you're in New York, where is the famous Statue of Liberty? Okay, so you can say the famous and then the name of whatever it is. Is there a museum close by? A football museum, soccer museum? How do I get to the library? How do I go to the library? Where is the shopping mall? Or where is the markets? So shopping mall, or we can put markets. Or remember, if you want to say the name of a place, then you don't need the, you just say, where is Rundle Mall? Where is Adelaide Markets? Where is Sterling Markets? Whatever. Where are the toilets? Maybe you need to go to the public toilets. Where are the public toilets? Okay, so we call them public toilets. Where is a bathroom is another way to ask that question. Places. So some places are like a university. Okay, remember this is just a general word. That's why it's not capital. But if you want to talk about a particular university, you say like Flinders University. So you have capital letters. The University of South Australia or Adelaide University, then they need to be capitalized. Or for example, the University of Bogota, that needs to be all capital because it's the name of a university. But in general, university, we've got churches. So we know we go to church where we go pray. And for religion, we've got a school. So a school is usually from little kids all the way up to year 12. So when you finish, then you go to university. Shops could be anything like sporting shops, something for sports, clothing shops, jewelry shops, electrical item shops, furniture shops, so whatever, shops. A mosque, I don't think a lot of people know this. A mosque is where the Muslim people go for their prayers and everything. So Christians go to church or Catholics, and mosque is for Muslims. A bus stop, so that means the point where you need to catch, where you come and wait for the bus. A train station, as you know, the Adelaide Railway Station needs to be capital because that's the name of a particular station. But in general, we don't need to put capital, a train station. So if you say to someone, I'll meet you at the train station, you don't put a capital. But if you say, I'll meet you at the Adelaide railway station, then you need to put capital. A post office, we talked about that. A post office is a place where you send letters, or you need to send a package, an item. Maybe you want to send a gift to someone who lives in a different city to you. A sports center. So you can have a swimming center, you can have a basketball court center, tennis, center. A sports center could also be maybe the gym, anything to do with sports. Restaurants, food, right? Restaurants. We know that restaurants are different to cafes. Okay, restaurants are more big on the food, whereas cafes are like light food and, more coffee and drinks. A park, could be a space where there's you can sit down, and maybe there's things for the children, equipment for the children. A hospital, we talked about that. Hospital, a medical center, are places like that. Supermarkets. Supermarket is where you buy food, items, groceries, ingredients. Or you can have the markets. The market is where more you have the people selling stuff. But in a supermarket, it's a big company. So you go in, you pick what you want, and then you pay before you leave. Tourist information. If I need to go to a place and I need to ask for information, maybe I want to get some information. I want to know where to go. I can go to a tourist information. Okay, so we're going to watch the video and answer these questions. Okay, so we're looking at places around town. So if we were new to a city or to a village or to a town, how do we ask someone, we need to go somewhere, where is the church? Where is the post office? So let's have a look at the conversations that you created. I know we have, I'll just do the first one that I see. So Edward's team. Okay, so we have a tourist and he says, hey, sorry to bother you. I like that. That's really good. So that's the same way of saying, hey, excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you. Good, very natural English. But I'm a bit lost. Perfect. But I'm a bit lost. That means I don't know where I am. I don't know how to go somewhere. I'm a bit lost. Do you know how I can get to Central Square from here? Good. Sure thing. You're way off track. Maybe not sure thing. I'd say, yeah, but you're way off track. Is a bit more, so yeah means, yeah, I can help you. Well, not yeah, I can help you, because you asked, do you know? So you have to say yes or no. Remember with these questions, do you know how to speak Spanish? Yes, I do. So do you know how to get here? Yes, or yeah, but you're way off track. That's really good. That means you're in a wrong place. Like you're, it's this way, but you're like on the other side. So C, you need to head down that street over there, then take a right at the first corner and keep going straight until you reach a big fountain. Really good. Central Square is just beyond the fountain. Yeah, good. Really good natural way of speaking. And I like this one, C. So because he is showing someone direction, he's saying, C, you need to go down that road. So make sure you're pointing because you're showing someone. And the tourist says, phew, thank you. I like this. Like, oh, thank God. Thank you. I was starting to worry there. No, just I was starting to worry. The local says, no worries, happens to everyone. Good. I like the no worries. In Australia, we like to say that. No worries. Don't worry. It's okay. So we always like to say words like that. Don't worry. It's no problem. It's okay. Happens to everyone. I like this. That means, it could happen to someone else. It's the same. Good luck. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your time here in the city. Perfect. Good conversation. Very natural. A tourist asking a local person how to get somewhere. Yes. Yes. Your team was Valeria? Okay. Who would like to do Valeria? Would you like to read Valeria? Yeah?
No, I didn't.
No, to read this one. Yeah? Okay, so go ahead. Okay, so we have Franco's team. So, friend one, hi. How about we explore some incredible places in Sydney? So it looks like they're not there. They're in a different city. Friend two, absolutely. Where should we start? I might say in this, how about we explore some incredible places, full stop, because you're already somewhere. So you'd say, how about we just look around? Like, how about we explore some incredible places in the city? And the friend says, absolutely. Where should we start? I like that. Yeah. So which place should we start? Friend one, well, we definitely must visit the Sydney Opera House. It's an impressive icon with its unique shape, and you can admire it from a harbor cruise or even take a guided tour inside. Friend two, great. And we can't miss the chance to see the Harbour Bridge, also known as the coat hanger. That's very true. It's famous for the spectacular New Year's Eve fireworks. Exactly. And for a unique experience, let's go to Taronga Zoo, located atop a hill with views of Sydney skyline. The ferry ride from Circular Quay is part of the adventure. Friend two, count me in. I like that. So that means, yes, I'm coming. I'm going to go. And let's not forget to explore the Rocks, one of Australia's oldest neighborhoods. Make sure the Australian spelling, O-U-R. So the same as the word favorite, we need to have the O-U-R in neighborhood or neighbor. It has independent shops, quaint cafes. It's very strange to say, it's a bit formal. It has shops, cafes. I'm just going to make it a bit more natural. And even Sydney's oldest pub. Friend one, perfect. Sydney has so much to offer. So let's enjoy it to the fullest. Good. So these were more about exploring places. Yeah. So this was good. Not as much of directions. I should have mentioned, yeah, we didn't want as much directions. But this was more perfect. So it's talking about the places that are in, where they want to go to, which was good. So thank you for sharing. Only take note of the spelling, the difference between American spelling and the Australian spelling or the British spelling. So that's what I would look at. Okay, Foe's team. And this was Foe and Frank. Yes, so not this one. Yeah, this one was not this one.
Fong is with me.
Yeah.
He's from Chesterday.
So this one was from, let me just close that one. So let's have a look at this conversation, Angeli and Eloise. So Angeli says, hello, how are you? Can you help me, please? Hello, how are you? Can you help me, please? Yes. Could, I might have, it's a bit strange to ask two questions very quickly. So I might just put a space. So when you ask one question, make sure you wait for a response before you ask another question. So I might say, Eloise would say, hi, I'm fine. It's a bit weird to quickly say hi to a stranger and, ask them, how are you? So I would say, hello, can you help me, please? So we really don't ask, how are you? Because they don't know who you are. So really, it's just very quickly, oh, excuse me, can you please help me? Excuse me, I need some help. Can you tell me? So we're very quick to not say how are you to a stranger because it's a bit strange. So hello, can you help me please? Yes. So I think just hi, yes. Of course, yes, sure. Maybe yes, sure. And then Angeli says, could you tell me how I can get to the Botanic? Now remember, it's a name of a place, so you need to have capital letters. How I can get to the Botanic Gardens from here? Good. Eloise, sure. So sure. The Botanic Gardens, so they're called the Botanic Gardens, is located close to the Fringe Festival. Okay, we don't really say okay. Is located to the Fringe Festival. It's close, but I don't know where. Like, it's still a little bit hard. It's right there. So I think continue. It's a bit strange to say, oh, it's just close to the Fringe Festival. You need to continue. So just go to the Fringe Festival. Just go straight on King William Street and cross the signs. What signs? Yeah, but what's on it? Like, how do I know which one? It's like saying just go past the park. It's like, oh, but which park? How do I know? Or go past, you can do it for places that are very general, like the church, or go past the hospital. But what sign? Like, there's lots of signs in the city. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
So when you give directions, you have to be very, very clear. I maybe, and cross the street. So the Botanic Gardens is located close to the Fringe Festival. Just go straight on King William Street and maybe let's give some, just go straight on King William Street about 100 meters, then turn right onto North Terrace. And you're right there. You will see some restaurants with several lights outside. It's still very, like, it's not very perfect, like not perfect, so it's not very direct information. So maybe you'll see some restaurants with a big statue. You have to be very clear, like you're going to see a big statue of something, or you're going to see a big, church, or you're going to see, a large building. So something a bit more clear with a big statue of, I don't know, Mary, let's pretend. Or with a big statue of, no, you'll see some restaurants with, or just you'll see some restaurants. Angeli, perfect. I will walk there. I'm very close. You're not, I know what you mean, but I would say perfect. I'll walk there. Sounds like perfect. I will walk there. No, I think that's it. Just perfect. I will walk there. Thank you very much for your help. That's good. Eloise, you're welcome. Full stop. It's close. It's welcome. And maybe, yeah, you're welcome. And don't worry. Don't worry. It's close. So it's close. So enjoy your walk. Maybe enjoy your walk. So don't worry. It's close by. Enjoy your walk. Thanks. Have a good day. You too. Good. So I like the conversation. Very friendly. Okay. Would you like to read it? So Angeli and Eloise. So Angeli?
Yes, miss.
Yes. Okay. So you can read it together.
Okay. Pa, 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 pa. Oh, where is? Yeah. Start?
Yes.
Okay. Hello, can I help me? Can you help me, please?
Hi, yes, sure.
Could you tell me how I can get to the Botanic Gardens from here?
Sure. The Botanic Gardens is located close to the Phoenix Festival. Just go straight on King William Street, about 100 meters, then turn right onto North Terrace, and you're right there.
And on your and
And
one second, and
on
okay, I see. So and on, sorry, that's my fault. And on your right, you will see some restaurants.
and on your right, you will see some restaurants with lots of street lights.
Perfect. Perfect. I will walk there. Thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome, and don't worry, it's close, so enjoy your walk.
Thanks. Have a good day.
You too.
Perfect. Yes. So really important that we don't really ask, first of all, how are you to strangers? Like we really just get straight into the question, like because if you stop someone and ask how are you, you're gonna imagine people are walking. So to stop someone and say, hi, how are you? They're gonna think it's strange. They're gonna be like, I'm good. Like, what do you want? Oh, yeah. Maybe in Brazil it's friendly like this. But in Australia, no, we have to be very quick. Oh, excuse me, can you please help me? Like, because everybody's moving very fast. So we need to quickly say what we want. So I know it's nice to say, how are you? But not to a stranger when you're walking in the streets, it'll look very strange. So straight to the question. Hi, can you please help me? And really fast. That's what we do. Oh, sorry, can you please, like, especially the team before that said, oh, sorry to bother you. Can you please help me? So even if you add a sentence like that, which just means sorry to stop you, you can do that. And then remember, yes, this was a speaking conversation, but in writing, we need to capitalize the names of places. So don't forget when we write. And also don't say to someone, okay, like, do you understand? Just continue. So you take this street, you take that street. If they don't understand, they'll say, oh, wait, did you say King William? So, but you don't say, okay, do you understand? No. So we just keep talking like what Eloise did here. You could see lots of detail. You take this road, you go here, you go there. So just keep on talking. And then the person will show they understand. They'll say, okay, perfect. If they didn't, they'll say, wait, did you say King William? I turn a right. So you keep giving the details, and then the person will show you after if they understand or not. And if they understand, they'll say, perfect, got it, great. Okay, I'll go there now. Okay, and I love it. It was a nice, enjoy your time. Don't worry, it's very close. So the local knows exactly where the place is. She's very confident to show the person directions there. Okay, so thank you for sharing that. Next lesson, we're going to be doing a bit of review, making sure we understand all the grammar that we've learned. Remember the present simple. Remember why we use it and how do we use it. And then we also had the grammar with, not really grammar, we had more vocab, with places and places of work. Where do we work as well? Telling the time, we know how to tell the time now. Okay, so we'll do all that next lesson, a grammar review. And yes, see you all next lesson.